It's where the laughter flows. Shizzy Whiz Nut is here, let the good times roll. With guests so unique, they bring stories to life. Stories full of humor and everything's fun. Sunday Spice, a show of delight, written by AI and all the voices that ignite. From dictionary diva to Kaiser Pineapple's might, each guest brings a magic for just one night. Dictionary diva with words so grand, she'll define the exotic with a wave of her hand. Storm roars in with thunder's might, bringing his humor to the night. Sunday Spice, a show of delight, written by AI and all the voices that ignite. From dictionary diva to Kaiser Pineapple's might, each guest brings a magic for just one night. I have a story, rolls in the air, with vocal talent beyond compare. Kaiser Pineapple adds a spicy twist, with humor so fresh you can't resist. Welsh lady reads with a soothing tone, brings tales to life in a world all around. So gather round, let the stories begin in the realm of Sunday Spice, where joy always wins. Shizzy Whiz Nut leading the way, laugh and smile through night and day. Sunday Spice, a show of delight, written by AI and all the voices that ignite. From dictionary diva to Kaiser Pineapple's might, each guest brings a magic for just one night.
Man, oh man, what do you say, folks? I mean, that is the way to start bringing these folks in. I mean, come on, there's an easy way, there's a hard way, and we're gonna do every single one of these guys' intros, because that's what we like to do. We like to introduce each one of these sons of bucks.
I love a buttered biscuit.
I mean, if you're bringing in redheads,
Right? Talk about the
Yeah.
alter ego effect.
you have to bring in the guy that loves redheads more than anything. That still rocks. It just, that logo is so awesome, brother.
Oh, he's
He's
muted.
muted. I know.
Way to go, man. Professional
Look at
vibe
it.
right there,
Wait.
man.
That's all right, man. We got pros coming in left and right. Yeah.
Yes. I love
Nice.
it.
I love
Very
it.
Love it.
nice.
I love it. I
That is
love
really
it.
cool.
Hello, everyone.
You want to see one that really thumps is this one right here.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all?
Yes.
Yeah,
What's
looks
up?
like we
Ew.
lost Volstorm for a second there, but he'll be back.
What's daisy?
He'll be back.
Positive. We won't have I have a story tonight. He was unable to make it, but we'll show his intro because I mean
Yeah.
because we,
Yeah.
we have to. We just have to.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's so cool.
duh. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I mean, if you saw that coming out of the woodwork at you, would you just about wet yourself?
No sort of
love it.
about it.
I don't know. I don't know.
Dragons
The way it,
unite.
the way
Oh
it kind
my-
of morphs from dragon into human. I don't know. I think that
Yeah.
reminds me of V, that old show.
It does. I hadn't seen that forever. That was such a fun show.
It
It,
was a
really
fun
was.
show.
Gosh, all the chat. Ballstorm, I see it says, "Yo, what happened?
He
brother?
said, "Yo, bye."
Yo, bye. See, ya. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go deep fry some. He's gonna go deep fry some pickles and Snickers.
It could be. I don't know.
Baker would stress P for sure.
Especially if you saw a snake.
I don't know. I might stress P if I saw something like that coming up at me. I was like, what the hell is that? Oh my gosh, it is so good to see all of you. It has been far too long. It has been far
Yes,
too
it
long.
has been.
It has. It feels so
Oh.
long.
Yeah, I mean,
Loved watching you all in Dollywood, and I obviously Chizzy having his lovely breakaway as well, and but yeah, it's been. I missed you guys. I missed you the last time, but oh my goodness me, you had a field day with our story.
Oh my god.
That school, boarding school type
Yeah.
story.
That
Yeah,
was,
you had to go to a desk. Yes,
mhm.
lots of things said about me in there. I was a bit
Mhm.
like, well, you wait till I get back on stream.
You just
well,
wait now.
that's why he ran and hid today. You son of a fuck. It's like he fired the shots over the bow and it said, I'm not going to show up tonight.
That's what it is. Yamaha's hiding.
That's right. That's right. I got it. I got you.
Oh, it was fab. Fab
Pleasure.
story.
Did you have a good time in Dollywood?
Oh my god, dude, it was so awesome. I had so much fun. Everybody was just it was such a blast, and I was able to just hang out with everybody. It was great, and there was never a dull moment. I felt like I still over a week after Dollywood, I felt like I was still recovering just because like we partied so hard. And yeah, I had to realize I'm not in my 20s anymore.
No. And from what I understand is Red Lobster went out of business while you were out of town. So all the more
so
better.
sad.
Well, from what I understand, it was something to do with Malort.
Yes.
Well, you know, I mean, look, there was a shortage of drinks on hand, like hard liquor, and I was like, "Hey, look, a free bottle of stuff.
bottle.
Okay, let's just
Okay.
go for it." And
This is
I'm like,
better.
"Yep, this is absolutely awful." But you know what?
It's
I
free.
may it may take it's free, and you know what? It may taste bad, but I won't feel bad in about a couple minutes. I was
No.
wrong about that.
It's the next morning that you feel bad. You're like, oh, why did I do
Wake
that?
up in the morning like, Jesus Christ, what
Oh,
happened to me?
What happened?
I don't know. You
Oh
do
my
it, man.
God. Well, as you know, chat, they got spicy last time.
Oh yeah.
guys took the Lord faster than the goats took the upgraded electric fence.
I wouldn't say I took to it, but it
that.
definitely took to me.
Well, oh my God, we had, the thing is chat loves Valhalla because they had to get the Brokeback goats,
Oh yeah.
Brokeback mountain goats. I was like,
Yes, I don't remember
Oh.
that.
I mean, the chat, they went, now here's what they gave me. Something about aliens meeting earthlings. Mary had a little lamb, Brokeback mountain goats, probing, lots of probing, Eurovision Song Contest in San Francisco in the 1960s.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
Oh, I guess it's
These are-
time to break out the hat then, because I mean, toot all aboard the SS shit show.
This is what chat gave me to work with, and I read through the story, and I'll be damned if it didn't turn out really good.
Huh. Fun.
I was
Fun.
so amazed. I don't think I can endorse this stream. Trust me, your
Yeah.
your goats come out on top. Let's put it that way. Your goats will come out on top.
Oh my.
They impress. They impress the I don't know. That's
Hmm.
oof,
Yeah, Brokeback goats.
Brokeback mountain goats. Brokeback
Brokeback mountain goats. Well.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Broken goats in the-
It is
What the heck?
Mm.
Space Hippies and Probing Goats in the City by the Bay. That is the name of our story tonight. Thank you, chat.
Yeah.
Thanks, chat.
yeah.
It should be fun.
Oh,
I'm gonna need like 4 more of these.
Yeah.
oh, I don't know if that is even gonna purify your mind of these.
Oh, I'm not trying to purify it. This is just a mental lubrication.
Trying to cope.
Oh,
Just need to cope somehow with this.
oh, it gets good. It really does. And
Okay.
and you'd be surprised the amount of probing that happens in San Francisco.
Are we going to
Okay.
Groovy San Francisco?
Ooh.
I'll start out here. I'll just read a couple of hopefully we'll get Fall Storm in here soon. Yeah. Okay. San Francisco, 1969. Time when the air was thick with incest, love, and a smidgen of something else that may or may have not been oregano, Walsh lady.
Oh, what? Oregano?
Yes.
It's oregano, not oregano.
Here in the bustling, psychedelic heart of Haight-Ashbury lives Stella Moonbeam. Well, Stella, she was what you'd call the grooviest of cats, or in her case, the coolest of chicks. With her long flowing hair, well, and as I would say, long flowing hair might have been that her head was bald, but she didn't, get underneath.
Ew.
It's okay. She was strategically adorned with daisies under there to keep the smell down. Of course. her hair, her colorful swirling pattern dress, her near religious commitment to being barefoot and pregnant. Stella was a poster child for flower power. Every morning, Stella, she strolled out of her cozy, incest permeated apartment with a mission to spread love. Her heart-shaped sunglasses perched on her nose, she sashayed through the neighborhood, handing out flower crowns, organizing impromptu drum circles, and on occasion staging love-ins. Meow. These love-ins were the stuff of legend, like legendary. Sorry. Involving everything from vegan potlucks to a passionate but inept attempts at interpretive dance. Stella's veggie burgers consisted of a secret recipe which she claimed was passed down by a great guru named Herb, were rumored to open chakras and possibly unclog drains.
Ooh,
Oh, we don't want the drains clogged now,
Mm-mm.
do we?
sounds like Drano.
Let's say a burger that keeps you regular. Oh, that sounds like a great
That sounds,
idea.
does not sound good at all.
That's what happens.
Amid this groovy whirlwind of free love and kale consumption, Stella's best friend, Groovy Greg, was never far behind. Greg was a poet of the highest, sometimes literally, order, sporting a shaggy mop of brown hair, linen glasses that he may or may not have borrowed from John at Woodstock. Shh. And her rotating collection of tie-dye shirts. Greg was a regular fixture by Stella's side. Together, they were a kaleidoscope of idealistic energy and mischief, making the world a better, albeit slightly stranger place.
Whoa.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Man.
So, like, one stormy or sunny afternoon, okay, as the scent of chili mixed with the fragrance of questionable brownies,
Yeah, man.
Stella decided it was like a perfect day for a peace march through the Golden Gate Park, yo. She rallied her band of merry flower children, and soon enough, they were parading through the park with signs that read, "Make love, not war," and "Hug if you're groovy." Totally. Greg, ever the poetic soul, couldn't resist composing haikus on the fly and reciting them to the passing squirrels, who seemed moderately appreciative. Really kind of nice there, After the most triumphant day of chanting, hugging trees, and possibly ever baking in the sun, baked, Stella and her crew adjourned to the corner of Hayton Ashbury for some well-earned relaxation. Nestled among the bohemian steps and eclectic street performers, they sprawled out on colorful blankets, strumming guitars, and solving the world's problems one veggie burger at a time.
Oh gosh, man. Okay. Man, Stella, these veggie burgers are out of sight, Greg mumbled between bites. His tie-dye shirt unfortunately became a casualty of his enthusiasm.
Oh,
Thanks, Greg, steamed Stella beamed. It's the secret ingredient. Love, gasped Greg, his eyes twinkling.
It's green, that's for sure, bro.
Yeah. Love.
Close. It's parsley. What? Parsley? Replied
wasn't wrong.
Stella with a wink. As the day melted into twilight and the first stars began to twinkle like cosmic disco balls, Stella leaned back, gazing at the sky, Little did she know those stars held more than just mysteries of the universe. They were about to bring some extra groovy surprises into her already far out life.
Ooh,
Far out, man.
far,
dude.
Far
man.
out.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to go and like get some incense going.
Way to
Like
go,
I actually have
Yeah.
a legit
Same,
incense burner,
man.
and
Same.
Rub
might
some
have some
sandalwood.
chili left over. I don't know.
I
I
don't know,
don't need
man. Rub a little
parsley.
sandalwood on your balls, man. It's groovy, like makes you feel like a man. Chapter 2, man. Like Greg's Magical Mystery Trip. Yeah, we're tripping, bro.
Emphasis on trip.
And
This is
and
going to make me trip.
uh, no tripping fool here.
We're not on parsley anyway, or oregano.
Because like in the heart of Haight Ashbury, where the incense and the patchouli mingle with laughter, songs of flower children, like Groovy Greg was on the verge of a cosmic revelation, or so he thought. He was armed with nothing but a peace sign, pennant, and a head full of dreams. Yeah. Greg stumbled upon Stella's secret stash of space weed. Yeah.
Whoa, astrograss. Whoa.
Yeah.
Given to
Cool
her by a
dude.
wandering shaman who claimed it was a gift from extraterrestrial realms. Hey, Stella, yeah, you don't mind if I have a toke? Because he was already lighting that son of a buck up. Hey, she said, careful with that stuff, Greg. Stella cautioned. It's far out, man, like out of this world. Greg and his ever curious, ever bumbling story took a hefty puff. Like a celestial rocket, his imagination blasted off at warp speed, man. Like it was out of his world.
Whoa.
His poetry notebook, previously filled with the ramblings about daisies and sunshine, began to glow with a strange, otherworldly light. He scribbled furiously, churning out verse after verse of what he believed to be the pinnacle of poetic genius.
That's trippy, man. Stellar vibrations grooving through stellar constellations, Greg mumbled to himself, completely oblivious to the fact that his poetry was now emitting strange, pulsating waves of cosmic energy. Meanwhile, far across the galaxy, Zorgon, the befuddled and ever curious leader of the Skeeters, received a signal on his antenna that made him pause mid-probe. General Glargon, he called to his equally antenna deputy. I'm picking up something profound. Could be the harmonic resonance of a peaceful species. Either that or it's one of those space weed transmissions, General Glargon replied, squinting his multiple eyes at the controls. Oh, but it feels different, Zorgon exclaimed. It speaks of love, flowers, and groovy vibes. We must investigate at once.
Oh, it gets worse.
Oh my.
Go ahead, guys.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess this is the way that this is going. Back on Earth, Greg's cosmic writing marathon was inadvertently lighting up the interstellar switchboard. Stella, munching on a veggie burger, watched in amazement as Greg's aura began to glow so vibrantly it was visible from outside the cosmic van, drawing the curious gazes of passing hippies. Well, Craig, you're like a human lighthouse, Stella said, giggling. Unknown to the flower-powered duo, the harmonious hangout was about to get more crowded. Zorgon and his crew... Zorgon. Zargon's a different character that I know. Zorgon and his crew were already preparing for their star-shaped spacecraft for touchdown. Their mission, to understand the profound grooviness emanating from Earth. Their method... Well, the mixture of poorly translated Earth text, some misunderstandings, probing seemed like a good idea. Yeah.
Go ahead.
As Greg continued to spill out poetic gold, each word acting as a beacon, Stella began to feel a particular twinge.
Because
Up the
it's
butt.
called chlamydia.
Something big was about to happen, and probably about to go up somewhere. And the cosmos was listening.
Listening.
Listening. Oh, Lord.
Go ahead. Yeah. Well, Slitty.
Chapter 3. Incoming! The skeeters arrive. Who the heck are the skeeters? What are they doing here?
That's
Stella
what we just called him
Moonbeam.
their, the state bird here.
State bird of Florida.
Yeah.
It's called a skater.
A skater.
Anyway.
No clue. Over the edge. Stella Moonbeam was organising her latest loving at Golden Gate Park. We call our dog in over here, love. When the sky started to shimmer. Groovy Greg. Groovy. Still riding the high of his space weed-induced poetic enlightenment, was explaining to a daisy chain of new he's talking to the flowers.
Yeah.
Was explaining to a daisy chain of new friends how the universe was actually a giant tambourine being played by a cosmic drummer. Meanwhile, another worldly buzzing began to vibrate through the groovy scene. You feel that?
I'm feeling it.
Oh yeah, you feeling it?
You feel that?
You feel
It's like my
You feel it?
chakras. My chakras are getting a cosmic back massage. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's
how it starts.
Says Stella, eyes wide and serene.
Oh yeah.
Greg squinted upwards through the Lennon glasses. Whoa, I think I've been summoned to some far out cosmic visitors, dude. I hope they're down for veggie burgers and love beats.
Kind of beads?
Love beads.
Okay, that kind of beads. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what the sound of love beads is, right?
Suddenly, in the southerly
dear.
of a bell-bottom flare with a high wind, a star-shaped spacecraft descended. It was a dazzling kaleidoscope of lights, almost blending in psychedelic patterns swirling in the park. The music faltered, and everyone stared, spellbound, as the doorway on the craft slid open, revealing a blue-skinned figure with multiple antennae, awkwardly stepping forward.
Greetings, Mellow Earth dwellers.
Boom Zargon, leader of the skeeters walking down a glowing ramp.
We have come in peace and maybe a little confusion.
The crowd's bewilderment turned into delightful cheers. Ah, the extraterrestrials! Exclaimed a tie-dyed clad guitarist. Welcome, Earthman! Welcome to Earthman.
As leader of the Skeeters,
Zorgon continued.
I find your planet's culture very groovy. We are here to learn, to understand, and yes, to probe gently where no probe has probed before.
He said with an earnest expression that didn't quite match his people's anxiety written antennae.
Oh, Volstom's done a treat to it, hasn't he?
Yeah. He's like, oh, I see the title. I'm dipping out. Bye.
Technical difficulties.
Like, nope.
Stella and Greg exchanged nervous glances, worried that probing, even with the best of intentions, might harsh their collective vibe. Stella stepped forward, radiating tranquility. Zargon, dude, groovy vibes and all, but could we maybe put a range hack on the whole probing gag? Like, how about we talk, like heart to heart or antenna to tie-dye? Zorgon nodded thoughtfully, though his antenna twitched with curiosity. I bet it-
Reasonable.
Oh, you have to read the rest.
He intoned gravely.
But we must learn. Show us your ways.
Thus followed an ad hoc tour of Earth's counterculture with Stella and Greg leading the bewildered skeeters through vegetarian cooking classes, drum circles, and the fine art of frisbee.
A lot of
The
frothing going
aliens
on.
learned quickly through their propensity to pick things up with their antennae, caused a few drop bongos and flying plates of tofu.
Where's the kaboom? There's supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
Oh, gosh.
We should finish up chapter, guys.
Okay. Well, I guess if I have to,
As night settled over Haight Ashbury, the skaters down with flower crowns perched atop their blue heads swayed outwardly into acoustic guitars and tambourines. Despite initial fears, the Earth's groovy inhabitants now found the kindred spirits in these space visitors. Pass on more that blunt there, buddy. But in the back of Zargon's mind, the curiosity about Earth's culture and this mysterious probing lingered.
Perhaps, he thought, probing is not about physical intrusion, but understanding through cosmic interaction.
Just as the last strum of the guitar settled into peaceful hum, a girl with a simple dress, a bit tattered, yet defiant, ran towards the scene, calling frantically,
has anyone seen my little lamb?
Stella turned to Greg, seeing the next chapter of this ever more bizarre, late tale approaching.
Like the more, the merrier.
She whispered to herself, preparing for the chaos about to unfold. Oh dear God, there's going to be a lot of chaos. Oh my God.
Chaos. Oh my goodness me, man.
Mary had a little lamb, but I ate it.
Hey now, it's the family over here,
Hey,
We
don't
look
be-
We
Don't
look
be
after
taking-
over here.
don't be taking away Valhalla's enjoyment. You gotta have a lamb every so often. That's why they make mud waiters.
I saw you bring your bellies. Mary and her little lamb. Mary had come to the city to find herself, as you do, but she hadn't expected to find herself chasing a very entrepreneurial lamb. What? Honestly. Down Lombard Street during the busiest hour of the afternoon, San Francisco had a way of turning even the most ordinary of livestock into the most extraordinary of headaches.
Turned livestock into Woodstock, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Next time I have a migraine, I'm going to blame the sheep. Sheep's
That was a
fault.
bad idea for me to try and take a drink.
Did you shoot it over this time, Kaiser?
Almost.
Come on, lamb chop. Oh, you can't call it lamb chop. That's
It's still
awful.
called lamb chop. That's the
Oh.
name of the lamb.
You can't, man. That's cruel.
Hey, that's
Oh, come on, lamb chop.
Look, I mean, one of my
Just
cats is named
sage.
Emergency Food Ration. I'm not that bad.
Oh God.
I'm
Could have called
kidding.
it applesauce or something like that. Come on, lamb chop. Mary huffed, clutching her skirt as she ran. Her blonde ponytails flopped from side to side like eager tangled rabbit's ears. Just a lamb chop took a daring dash towards a tour bus. Mary leaped and she snagged her woolly hind leg. With a bleat of indignation, the lamb was wrestled back into Mary's arms. I swear, if you had a space Uber app, you'd use it. A space Uber app?
What does she know about Uber, man?
It's the 60s, man. She's smart. She's ahead of the time.
Yeah.
But she's talking to Lamb Chop.
Yeah, why wouldn't you talk to Lamb Chop? It's the 60s.
Mary muttered, setting the lamb back on the ground, resigned to simply trudge along behind it. Dodging a group of curious tourists, Mary and Lamb Chop stumbled into a peculiar gathering at Golden Gate Park. This is where they go dogging now. She rubbed her eyes. An alien rave. Well, I like a good rave, me. No, just the usual hippie madness blended with little alien flair. Giant shrooms had sprouted up overnight. Groovy. And in the middle of it all was a curious spaceship hovering like a perplexed pigeon. The skeeters had arrived, and the scene was teeming with love beads and glow sticks, an aesthetic only a 1960s alien invasion could bring.
Whoa.
Wow.
I'm so glad I just read that.
At the center of it all was Groovy Greg, orienting to a group of transfixed onlookers about the poetry of space-time mushroom. Stella Moonbeam, as ready as ever, pumped her fist in the air for world discoursing with Zorgon, who multiple antennae were tangled in an attempted peace symbol. You look like you need a hand, Stella said, knowing as she noticed Mary and Landchop bumbling their way through the scene. Mary sighed in relief. This little fluffball wouldn't stop trying to escape. Zorgon approached. Antenna free extended a blue hand. Earth creature with the wool of clouds, I shall probe. No, Ella interjected swiftly, yoga toned arm waving dismissively. We don't probe little lambs here. Earth's got other ways of handling renegade livestock.
Oh, dear.
Is he broke?
Oh. Lamb Chop, he chose that moment to nuzzle Zorgon's hand, lifting a delighted glass from the bewildered alien.
Reflection detected. Earth method of communication is understood.
Groovy Greg, high on the thought of perhaps something more tangible, drifted over watching the exchange of misty eyes. Zorgon, man, looks like you've acquired a four-legged Earth ambassador. The name's Lamb Chop, bro.
Mary, relieved and giggling, looked over at Stella. So now what? What's a country girl supposed to do in an alien-infested city? Join us, sister, Stella said with a serene smile. We've got cosmic work to do, and it looks like your lamb is an honorary hippie now. With Lamb Chop under one arm and Stella's peace-seeking assurance in her ear, Mary felt a strange comfort in the chaos. Who knew that seeking clarity in San Francisco would mean juggling rebellious ruminants and alien activists? Mary, Stella, and Greg huddled together as the setting sun cast a golden glow over the alien-infested park. Somewhere in the distance, the bleating of goats echoed, and the first notes of a love ballad that would soon capture the hearts and antenna of many. Little did they know that the romance was just beginning.
Oh no.
What's happening with the goats?
We're about to get to go. I can feel it coming
Oh dear.
in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Oh
Oh
Lord.
boy. And it's my turn. Good God.
Goats on a Brokeback mission.
God.
Go for it, Kaiser.
Well, I guess we're talking about Brokeback goats and potential goat love. I guess there's only one accent that I could possibly do to do this justice. Chapter 5, Goats on Brokeback Mission. It was another groovy afternoon in Haight-Ashbury Place. The signs flashed, incense burned, and Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club band played out on loop. But amidst this sea of tranquility, two beings were causing quite a ruckus. George and Mr. Derry. These were not your everyday San Francisco folk. No, they were two smitten goats. Oh, jeez. I'm already thinking this is a bad idea. Okay. George with his crooked horn and speckled coat, and Mr. Derry, who had a knack for soulful bleating, were inseparable. Oh boy. It's already June, I guess. They escaped from the goat farm in Wyoming, seeking a life where the goat could be free to love another in the open air of San Francisco. Oh, Jesus. Their love is a harmonious blend of ba and bleh. Or more like and
Oh God.
will be soundtracks of their romantic escapades.
Go ahead. Do the next
Oh,
one.
Jesus, this is going to get really, really bad.
How do goats go again?
Okay, I guess we're going to continue on here. So, Mary, still adjusting to city life, had exhausted from constantly wrangling her lamb, found herself fascinated and slightly exasperated by the lovey-dovey pair. She tried to hustle her lamb past them and on her way to meet Greg and Stella. But the mesmerizing goat duet was making everyone stop in their tracks.
What did they say? What did they say again? That's-
Oh dear.
I don't know, man. This sounds like a bad time.
Valhalla's going to be teaching you soon. Goat sounds.
It's like I want to have to supercharge my electric fence, keep those goats from escaping to San Francisco.
Oh, jeez. I love how the fact that you throw in the Brokeback goats, and it's officially Pride Month. Thanks, Shizzy.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect opener.
Oh.
Oh. Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice.
Skeeters, still don't know who these people are, were conducting a very scientific and very misguided study of Earth's culture. Zorgon had recently upgraded their sensors to focus on primitive communication methods. As a
Probably didn't work.
As fortune or misfortune would have it, the sensors locked onto the melodious sound waves of George and Mr. Darcy.
Oh my.
How was she usually sound like this? Eat the grass and they go, Zorgon, look at this, one of the junior skeeters squealed, waving multiple antennae in excitement. What in the Milky Way is that? Zorgon squinted at the hologram projection of the goats romantically serenading one another. primitive, diplomatic communication. Most another alien with extra long antennae.
I'm sure he was turned on by the goats.
It grew.
Oh God.
So good. No, it's sagely. See, they could have called the lamb sage. Declared we must decode the sophisticated form of entreaty. Begin the Brokeback mission immediately. Bring it on. Mission not impossible.
Oh. As the aliens prepared for their gold-inspired diplomatic mission down below, Stella convened her daily loving meeting.
Yeah.
She introduced Mary to the others, explaining how she and her little lamb had thwarted Zorgon's probing plans the previous day.
Even on a family.
Well, Groovy Greg, he was nursing a mild headache for the overindulgence of the cosmic space weed, as you're known to do. Jotted notes in his new epic poem titled Ode to My Lovin'. Suddenly, the temperature shifted. An eerie glow, it descended. The skeeters had teleported right into the middle of the peace circle. Well, Zorgon, he approached George and Mr. Darcy, his antenna quivering. So excited. Oh,
Cosmic bonds of Earth,
Zorgon began.
share with us your wisdom and diplomacy.
You got an headache and the sheep gave it to you, all right?
Okay,
The
just saying, just gonna go out
surrounding-
there and say it. Ba means no.
Bah.
Bad.
Bye, love.
I'll back up to you.
The surrounding flower children gasped. Was this real or just another wave from the space weed? George gazed lovingly at Mr. Darcy, who gave an approving bleat. Together, they began their most romantic ballad yet, completely oblivious to the gravity of their new fan club. Mary couldn't help but giggle, while Stella's eyes widened, realizing the peaceful implications. This was no ordinary mission. This was an interplanetary goat serenade.
Humans!
Zorgon turned to Stella and her friends.
Is this your universal language, your way of communicating peace?
That's right, man. Greg replied with a peace sign, shifting into hippie diplomat mode. It's all about love and harmony and maybe some fermented wheatgrass.
That's what the goats would eat, right?
Yeah, they would totally eat that.
Is that oregano?
Nothing bad could happen with that.
It's nothing but oregano, man.
Let's go ahead and finish this out there, Diva.
With this newfound belief, the skeeters prepared to send out intergalactic signals to their planet, broadcasting George and Mr. Darcy's love ballad as the new symbol of peace. Aliens across the stars were going to get a crash course in goat romance, and maybe, just maybe, the world was one step closer to universal love. While the goats continued their tender duet, Stella, Greg, and Mary exchanged looks. This absolutely had to lead somewhere weird and wonderful. The cosmic weirdness had only just begun.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
Nothing like celebrating gay pride days or months or
Ooh,
whatever it might be.
Yes,
I'm going to go check on Volstorm. I'll be right back.
Yeah, please do.
Brokeback goat pub being
it
streamed.
gets worse. Because here we are at chapter 6. Because you, chat, you are bastards. You are bastards.
You did
You
this.
chose this.
You did this, chat.
All your
fault.
fault.
Yeah, and you know
We
what's
love
also
you
really
for
kind of
it.
sad. Probably the most interesting thing is that tonight. So I've had the kid all day by myself, and so the wife is not anywhere to be seen. She's actually up with this family right now. She's not going to get home till late, which means that there's no volume control tonight.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Which means I might have to officially give this a try.
oh yeah.
Oh, sounds ominous.
It does. It's good.
Chapter 6, the Eurovision Extraterrestrial Twist. The entire city of San Francisco was buzzing, but not in the way you're thinking. Skier spacecraft loomed overhead like celestial disco balls, and down below, neon flyers and hand-painted posters were plastered everywhere. Eurovision Extraterrestrial Twist featuring star-studded, literally, performers. Stella, Greg, and Mary were gathered in the cosmic van, pouring over unnaturally vibrant letters.
This is the grooviest yet interstellar hiccup I've ever seen.
Stella mused, flashing her iconic peace sign.
On Earth, or did they mix it up Eurovision with the diplomatic summit?
Greg, still riding a creative high of space-weight adventure, tapped on his bongo drums thoughtfully.
The more dimensions you open up, the more parallel poser pageants you get, I guess. Okay.
Mary, putting her ever-loyal lamb aside.
I reckon, unmatching the guts bleats to Eurovision standards won't be easy.
Meanwhile, the skaters had taken up residence at the top of a towering Transamerica pyramid, mistaking it for an embassy of Earth. Music, Zargon, with the multiple antennae vibrating with enthusiasm, rallied his alien crew. Our goal is clear: win Eurovision, gain earthly respect, and most importantly, avoid any more probing protests. What Zagon didn't realize was that the goats, Barry and Larry, known for their touching Brokeback Mountain-esque romance, were being groomed, that's a bad word, for the humans for their Eurovision debut.
Oh
Their
no!
public rehearsals were drawing a meddling herd of curious humans and aliens alike. Ballads bleated out under the Haight-Ashbury street lamps, attracting flower children, beat poets, and confused intergalactic spectators. You're welcome.
Well done, darling. Well done.
Oh,
I have not been able to do the Gilbert Godfrey, but since the wife is not here, I figured I'd go ahead and try it.
oh yeah.
That's right.
Oh,
Yes.
How's
Definitely.
Volstorm doing?
Oh, he's fine. He got pulled away by the junior associate. So,
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
We like that.
oh, good.
The grand night arrived, and Golden Gate. I'm still stuck on Barry and Larry. Barry and Larry. We got new goats. The grand night arrived, and the Golden Gate Park was transformed into an otherworldly amphitheatre. Sprawled on vibrant blankets, the humans and aliens mingled in a kaleidoscope harmony. Their hookah pipes and hovering gadgetry contrasting like salad and space station soup. Okay. Zorgon, still working out the kinks of earthly customs, nervously adjusted his antenna as he watched the goats.
That duet is our invitation. We must not fumble.
As Barry and Larry launched into their duet, their harmonious bleat and echoed beautifully through the park, creating ripples in the air that seemed almost palpable. Greg, narrating the event like an intergalactic sportscaster, couldn't help but grin. Who knew goats could cause so much unity? If only I could write a poem about it. Stella leaned in, eyes twinkling. Today it's music, tomorrow love, and peace may conquer galaxies.
Meh,
Meh, meh,
meh,
meh.
Go
Zigots, their performance was concluding. A thunderous bleats of approval, galvanizing Zorgon and his crew. The skitters inspired beyond their wildest interstellar daydreams, dancing a jig so bizarre that even astounded the hippies. The night had advanced into a cosmic concert. The cultural hodgepodge culminated with the recognition of Eurovision, goats, intergalactic misunderstandings could truly alter fabric of the time. But details, speculative or not, still ruled. Zorgon, despite his joy, was apprehensive. The probe issue, like a storm cloud, hovered over their future interactions. To be continued.
Hmm.
Holy shit.
The probing predicament.
The probing predicament. Let's see what voice is the right voice for this one. Zorgon, the head skeeter, was positively giddy with excitement, or whatever the alien equivalent was. His multiple antennae vibrated in sync as he gazed at the roster of Eurovision contestants.
All participants must be thoroughly examined before performing.
Zorgon declared, waving his multi-pincered hand with finality that made his alien cohort salute frantically in agreement. Meanwhile, in Groovy Greg's cosmic van, which that sounds bad, parked in Haight Asbury, chaos was the order of the day. Stella, Greg, and Mary were huddled in a threesome together, heads bowed in intense discussion. The goats, oblivious to the crisis, harmonized a soulful bleat in the background. We can't let the skeeters probe everyone. They'll freak out the Eurovision folks for sure, Stella said.
It's freaky anyway.
Her flower-crowned head throbbing with urgency.
Oh, it was throbbing now.
We got throbbing entered the chat.
But like, how do we stop them? And how do we save like our goat friends? Greg asked, his linen glasses slipping perilously down his nose. Mary, more seasoned at handling barnyard crises than alien encounters, she looked thoughtful. Well, maybe we can use their misunderstanding against them. What if we convince them that probing disrupts musical harmony?
Yes, let's do that.
I say it would definitely affects the harmony because it'll definitely take a flat to a sharp really quick.
Go up an octave.
Poor goat.
Provocative
That's
fire.
he was over there chugging moonshine. Look at her
Damn.
go.
That's right.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's some good old fashioned redneck glassware. I
That's
love it.
right.
That's right. Sweet cheeks.
Greg's eyes lit up like a lava lamp. That's genius, Mary. Music and vibes are a universal language, and besides, nobody wants their vibes disrupted, yo.
Or probed. I mean,
Not a lot of people like to take it up the rumpus. Unless it just happens to be a thing. It is June after all. Anyway. The trio sprang into action. Greg grabbed his bongo drums. Stella pulled out her trusty tambourine.
not a rusty
And Mary
tambourine. I thought it said
wrangled
rusty.
the
I thought it
goats
said
into
rusty
an impromptu.
trombone. I thought you said rusty trombone. I was just like, no, not a rusty trombone.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Why did you...
I thought they said rusty tambourine. Stella pulled out the rusty tambourine.
I thought it was a rusty trombone. I was just like, oh no. They went there right off the bat. Oh God.
Oh, no.
You're never going to get that out of your eyes now, are you? It's
No,
gonna
I'm
keep
not.
coming
Thank
up
you.
forever.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
he's gone.
This moment of insanity is brought to you by...
She's broke.
Oh my God.
Oh, we both heard it. Oh, we both heard it. We just instruments got mixed up.
Yeah, it was like, why? She's talking about no probing. She grabs out a rusty trombone.
Wah, 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 wah.
Oh, God.
Anyway,
I know.
the trio sprang into action. Greg grabbed his bongo drums. Stella pulled out her trusty tambourine. And Mary wrangled the goats into an impromptu choir practice. They had a plan. Serenade the Skeeters into submission, or at the very least distract them long enough to free everyone from the Eurovision lineup.
Oh, yes, please.
Arriving at the Skeeters' hovering, glowing spacecraft, the gang took a deep breath. Stella stepped forward, her face beads clicking softly. Dear Zargon, she began, her voice as gentle as patchouli-scented smoke. Before we kick off Eurovision, we want to share a number from our earthly collection of peace anthems. Zorgon's antennae twitched with interest.
Oh, a new Earth custom. How delightful. Proceed.
Stella and
Let's call
Greg
it.
started their groovy duet, tambourine and bongos, accentuating the heartfelt vibrations. The goats chimed in, bleeding in soulful harmony, with that would have made Simon and Garfunkel proud. The music started to have a particular effect. Zargon's antennae began to droop and sway rhythmically, and the rest of Skeeters were spellbound. Mid-song, Mary slipped away into the bustling Eurovision lineup, signaling to the performers to follow her lead. With minimal confusion and maximum haste, the contestants stealthily evacuated to a safer location, free from the alien probing threat. Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, thank God. Oof. Poor aliens probing there. Hey, Weeks, what's up?
Hi.
Thank you, Kaiser. I decided to
Hey,
reclaim this
Rexy.
month for the rainbow folks. No hate. Just they took my damn month, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rexy.
Let's go, Rex.
You love Rex.
Yes.
I just do this like vision of Eurovision, right? When do we get nil point?
Why is it that everyone talks about Eurovision? All I can see is the Germans, yeah? All I imagine is a different kind of Eurovision.
I got this vision of these broke-back goats singing Bridge Over Troubled Water.
Singing George Michael songs. What?
We must show this to the producer.
Oh God.
Anyway,
Oh.
That's as close to that joke as I'm going to get.
Kaiser.
The Kaiser.
He's not here, so I fill in for him. The Kaiser. As the final notes of their impromptu performance echoed, Stella took a deep breath and addressed Zorgon. You see, Zorgon, musical harmony is very delicate. Probing disrupts these waves and could cause Earth to lose its groove entirely. We don't want that happening, now do we? A collective gasp erupted from the skeeters. The thought of a grooveless Earth was too much for them to bear. Zorgon nodded sagely, or as sagely as one can with floppy antennae. Oh, he's floppy now.
Well, then we must protect the groove at all costs. Cancel all probes.
Yes, thank God. Thus, the probing predicament came to an end, and the Eurovision participants were saved in the nick of time. As Stella, Greg, and Mary revelled in the victory, little did they know the cosmic stakes were about to rise even higher at the Golden Gate Showdown.
Well, read the next couple of chapter or paragraphs there.
Okay. Chapter 8, Earthlings versus Skeeters. Showdown at the Golden Gate. Stella Moonbeam rubbed her temples, trying to channel her inner peace of at least the very least inner not freaking out. The situation was escalating faster than a Beatles single up the charts. I love the Beatles. Zorgon, in full probing regalia, stood by the Golden Gate Bridge, antennae twitching with excitement. Well, make up his mind. He's either up there, he's floppy, or now he's twitching. Fits. The Earthlings and Skeeters stared each other down like they were in some weird space western standoff. On one side, the San Francisco crowd with their tie-dye shirts, their peace signs and picket signs that read "Make love, not probes." On the other side, the bemused Skeeters clutching their probes like confused tourists holding maps upside down. Groovy Greg, holding his bongo drums like a shield, sidled up to Stella. Any brilliant peace plans, oh mighty Moonbeam?
Stella sighed. We need to speak their language, Greg. By their language, I mean music. Greg's eyes lit up. Rock and roll. Exactly. Stella rummaged through her floral bag and pulled out a portable record player. She winked at Greg. It's time we hit them with some Hendrix. At the first electrifying chords of Jimi Hendrix's Purple Haze crackled in the breezy air, the Skeeters halted their probing preparations and turned their multiple antennae towards the source of the sound. Zorgon himself looked intrigued, his blue skin glowing more indigo. Stella strode forward, record player in hand, and approached Zorgon. Hey, Zorgon, check this out, she shouted over the music. This is how we Earthlings communication. Zorgon looked puzzled, but didn't zap her with any space gadgets. So Stella looked at that as a good sign. Well, she said, "This is Jimi Hendrix." She continued,
Yes.
"He's a wizard with 6 strings and a wah-wah pedal. Feel the groove, man." The Intellian leader tilted his head as antennas swayed to the rhythm. Other skeeters began to nod along, their eyes widening in astonishment, maybe a bit of apprehension. Stella knew they were on to something. She called out, "Bring the guts!"
Groovy Greg and Mary quickly ushered their star performers, 2 deeply committed goats who were always in perfect harmony, to the front of the crowd. The goats started bleeding along to the beat, creating an impromptu goat rock fusion. Zorgon raised one of his tentacle-like fingers as if he were going to speak. Stella, sensing the moment was right, took a deep breath. "Look, Zorgon, we don't need to probe each other to understand one another." Don't we, though? I mean, we can learn through music, through vibes, through, goats. Zorgon processed Stella's words, his antennae doing a strange wiggling dance. After what felt like an eternity and a half, he finally responded.
Music and goats are the essence of Earth culture.
Stella, Greg, Mary, and the entire crowd erupted into cheers.
Hey!
Yay!
Woo!
there
That's
was much
totally it,
rejoicing.
man.
Right on.
Go ahead.
There was much rejoicing.
Okay.
Yay.
With the skeeters swaying to the music, the tension dissipated like smoke rings in a haze-filled room. Stella beamed at Zorgon. "Why don't we settle this peacefully? We'll share our music, you'll share your cosmic brownies, and no one gets probed." Zorgon nodded solemnly.
Agreed, Earthling. Stella, let us groove.
Cruising home.
A huge cheer erupted from both Earthlings and Skeeters. The showdown at the Golden Gate had turned into a groovy jam session, with even Zorgon trying out some extraterrestrial dance moves. The music swelled, the goats bleated harmoniously. The peace seemed not just possible, but inevitable. Stella looked out over the crowd, feeling a wave of relief and satisfaction. But of course, the real challenge lay ahead, turning this hippie handshake, isn't that something else, into a lasting intergalactic peace, and prepping for the upcoming Eurovision contest, where Earth's fate might just rest on the shoulders of a few goats and a cosmic vinyl record collection.
This one goes out to my homies from Gleep Glorp and Gloop.
Oh, yikes. Of course, it comes down to me now, so, you know.
You got it.
Chapter 9, The Curious Case of Intergalactic Eurovision. The Golden Gate Bridge's epic showdown had reached its zenith. Skeeters and irate Earthlings. Sorry, my Hank Hill is coming out more, Gomer Pyle for some reason.
Well, Gomer Pyle would be happy there, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's
Gee,
true.
Sergeant Carter, it ain't nothing like taking the pooper.
Well, gadzake, Sarge. Well, I guess I'll just start this one over. Chapter 9, The Curious Case of Intergalactic Eurovision. The Golden Gate Bridge's epic showdown had reached its zenith. Skeeters and irate Earthlings were in a standoff to remember, and Stella's harmonious rock your socks off peace truce was surprisingly successful. But with Eurovision looming, it was time for a diplomatic encore. And our groovy heroes needed to pull off one heck of a performance with a bit of luck and a flock of talent, quite literally. Stella, Greg, Mary, and Brokeback Goats, oh my, and a baffled but optimistic Zorgon congregated at the Cosmic Van with a pre-performance pep talk.
All right, Tim.
Stella said, waving her daisy like a conductor claiming her baton. Okay.
It's like showtime, and remember, we need to blend Earth's peaceful vibes with the Skeeter's curiosity.
Greg, still slightly hazy from his last poetic spaceweed adventure, nodded sagely. So, we need to be cosmic diplomats.
Exactly, Stella beamed. Like cosmic diplomats with rhythm.
Mary, clutching her giggling lamb, looked anxious.
But what if the Skeeters don't appreciate the goat's music like we do?
Zorgon, looking at him, surprisingly dignified in his sequined robe. Oh boy. Greg had lent him, which was thoughtful as a requirement for human diplomacy, popped up with a grin, two of his antennae standing proudly erect. Oh, so erect. Oh, we love your goats. Their harmonies are what the Earth's word, rad. Buoyed by this, and the gang made their way to the hastily constructed Eurovision stage, the concourse of the cosmic contest where Earth and Skeeters would send up an intergalactic sing-off. Gadzooks!
Go for it.
As the night sky twinkled above, the brokeback goats took centre stage. Crystal clear city lights mingling with the alien spacecraft's ethereal glow made quite the backdrop. The goats began their romantic duet, their bleats ebbing and flowing, sounding uncannily like a leading bassist and a soulful crooner in perfect harmony. Spectators from both Earth and alien camps swayed to the beat, the humans entranced by the goats' unique timbre, and the Skeeters, well, thoroughly convinced they had finally deciphered the pinnacle of Earth culture.
That's so sad.
That's what it took, yeah. So sad. But the real magic happened when Stella, armed with her tambourine, not rusty, just a tambourine, and Greg strumming his psychedelically painted guitar. Of course they would be, joined in and creating an earthly fusion of sound that spiraled upward and outward, resonating far beyond the Golden Gate. Feel love, man, Stella cried, her voice echoing. Feel love, man, feel love. Feel love.
And to everyone's surprise, Zargon hopped in, contributing an awkward but spirited alien hum that complemented the ensemble beautifully, and there amidst the stage buzzing with bicultural energy, something something stirred up on the stage. An unspoken treaty unfolded in the music, a genuine moment of intergalactic understanding. The Eurovision panel, consisting of an odd assortment of Earths and Skeeters grooviest, but couldn't help bestow the unanimous 12 points, the highest honor. Stella's dream of peace, love, and mutual comprehension began to materialize. As the final chord rang out and the crowd erupted into cheers and alien applause signals, it became clear cosmic diplomacy had never looked so rad and tuneful. Eurovision was no longer just a contest, but a galactic peace ensemble. Stella beamed with tears of joy glimmering in her eyes.
This is just the beginning, my friend. With music and love guidance, we've shown you any depth that can be bridged with our rusty pronoun.
They all nodded, including Zargon, who somehow managed to smirk with entirely too many cheeks. Cheeky.
How many cheeks have you got?
What cheeks are smirking? That's wow.
Which
Why are
cheek?
you smirking? I don't understand, man.
Chapter
That's all.
10:
Sorry.
Peace, Love, and Probes Aftermath. The Golden Gate Bridge once again stood as a serene symbol of the city, its red metal arches unblemished by the recent chaos. The intergalactic affair was winding down as the Skeeters prepared for their departure. Zorgon, still wearing his perpetually befuddled expression, stood atop the spaceship's ramp and addressed the gathered Earthlings.
Earthlings!
He began, his multiple antennae twitching with anticipation.
Multiple.
We have learned much from you over these few incredibly yet strange, oddly delightful days.
Stella Moonbeam, ever the diplomatic peacekeeper, stepped forward, cradling a peace sign as if it were a puppy. Zargon, dear friend, we welcome you to return anytime, just maybe without the probing.
Yeah.
Zargon's blue face turned a shade of lavender, which everyone hoped was alien for blushing.
Probing is officially off the table. Instead, we
Yes.
shall continue our intergalactic exploration by adopting your earthly custom of, what do you call it? Polite conversation and perhaps some light gardening.
They learned
We'll
nothing
place
from us.
ourselves elsewhere.
Cheers erupted from the eccentric crowd. As motorcycles raced by my house, Groovy Greg strummed his guitar, releasing a jaunty riff that echoed through the crisp air. Mary, holding on to her now infamous little lamb, wiped a tear from her cheek. The Brokeback Goats, never ones to miss a chance for a dramatic moment, bleated in harmonious approval.
Ah.
Ah.
Mary, that just wasn't any cheek, and that was not really a tear.
Oh,
She got probed anyhow.
Uh-oh. Mary.
No probing. No probing allowed anymore.
She got probed.
Mhm.
She got probed.
Oh God, I don't even know how I'm gonna read this.
Probing's banned.
Oh my God.
Not on that cheek. Oh.
All right. As the aliens began to board their spaceship, Zargon turned to. Wait a minute. Did we already read that one? No, we haven't. Okay. As the aliens began to board their spaceship, Zargon turned to Stella one last time.
We will surely miss your music, your goats, and your unique forms of diplomacy.
He glanced nervously at the nearby pile of abandoned probe equipment. Stella smiled warmly.
And we will miss your fascinating misunderstandings. Zorgon, go in peace and may the cosmic love be with you. I'm just going to burn this equipment.
I don't know what it's been.
Yeah.
And with that, the star-shaped spaceship flew into the sky, and a trail of stardust glistening in its wake. The citizens of Haight-Ashbury watched, hands shielding their eyes from the bright glow until the ship was just a tiny flicker in the distance. Time for a cosmic love-in! Shouted somebody from the crowd. A similar scene, a scent of patchouli and something else, wasn't quite legal and filled the air. Music erupted from all around, and the celebrations began in earnest. The 60s had officially defeated the grooviest defended its title as the grooviest decade, and the story that would be told for generations until everyone was thrown in gulag.
Sup, Jacob Castro? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you.
What?
All right, Welsh lady, you're going to finish us out here.
I'm glad you
Finish
said
us,
out.
please.
You didn't say all.
I said, I'm glad you said out.
What?
Ha, ha.
What kind of loving is this, man?
Well, they're all joining in a love fest now.
Oh, yeah.
As Stella, Greg, Mary, and even the brokeback goats danced beneath the sky, they all felt the joy of having connected with the universe in a way they never thought possible. They had defended their planet, their peace, and yes, even their dignity.
And they kept the drawers on.
They did.
Well, you know. In the end, peace and love had triumphed over misunderstanding and curiosity, as they call it. The Earthlings celebrated not just their differences, but their unexpected similarities with visitors from the stars. And as the last notes of Greg's guitar floated in the night, Stella knew in her heart that all was groovy in the city by the bay.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's all groovy, man. So groovy.
So,
Chat,
This
what
is-
did you do?
Yeah, that was crazy.
chat, thank you very
Oh,
much
God.
for that one. That was glorious. Oh my God. You know how hard that was? I mean, once it started going, I was like, okay, it's groovy.
That's groovy.
It's groovy.
You have to understand. I kept trying to keep all the probing at bay, man. I'll tell you, ChatGPT was all about getting into the probing. I'm just like every twisted turn. I'm like, no,
No, stop it.
probing.
No
Put that
start.
away.
No more probing.
No start.
Thank you, Audio Coffee. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, it was definitely
Yeah.
fun. So now we've got another one that we've got to get rid of. So
Oh,
damn.
right.
I'm bleeding. Where did I start?
What did you do, man?
Bleeding or bleating?
There's blood like coming from my wrist. Was it
What
that
you
story?
doing?
That story wasn't that bad. I don't know why.
I was going to say, Shizzy, you all right? Do we need to
Oh,
welfare
weird.
check?
Yeah.
Where'd that blood come from? So
What'd you do?
I don't know. It doesn't hurt.
You sure you didn't get probed?
I might have. Bastard aliens.
They
Just keep
found
it
you.
away.
They
Keep it
found
away
me.
from
They-
any rusty tambourines, all right?
rusty trombones. You gotta stay away from those. It is not my time for the rusty trombone. No, keep it away. You horrible woman. You're so disgusting. Your breath smells horrible. All right. So what do we got? What do we got? And see. So come on, chat. Now we you know how this goes. We write a new story. The new story comes up, gets created, and then we do it the next week. Heard there was a bad dude throwing down with an awesome live. I spent the last hour looking for Corn Pop's channel only to find out they weren't talking about some fictional character. That was just shizzy.
It's shizzy.
Shizzy.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's me. What do we got? What do we got, folks? Come on, chat. You know, we can get this started out. What do you want there, Welsh lady? What would you like?
Oh, what about a ghost story?
A ghost story. Oh, that's a new one. Oh, ghost.
Hmm.
I'm still
Bit of paranormal. At
Ghost
Butlin holiday camp audio.
story. So, let's see. A ghost story, popcorn and honey.
Ooh.
And
Connecty.
honey. Okay. Let's see.
Butlin's holiday camp. Do you know what that is?
No, I have no idea. What is that?
Yeah, what is that?
It's like,
I'm afraid to look it up now, but I'm going to.
it's just a place with lots of apartments that you go away to, and there's like a event, like an arcade and entertainment in the night, and you go with your family.
Oh.
It's like, hey, welcome to Butlins. It was very popular in the 80s. I went to Butlins.
Butlins holiday camp.
Yeah.
Holiday camp.
Oh, it looks
Ghost
cute.
town in the west.
Sellafield.
Tales of weird mutated sheep. Well, I want no coffee. Let's leave the sheep out of it, man.
Yeah.
Just saved lamb chop.
I think I'm a little sheeped out at this, at this point.
Oh, well, Melissa Boone wants a nudist colony. Popcorn honey, nudist colony.
Hmm.
Oh, do you want a horse race?
Nice.
Well, my
I guess that brings a new meaning to the words bareback.
man, it's still bleeding. I don't know what the hell I cut myself on. So, maybe it was a mosquito. Maybe I think it was a skeeter bite. The little son of a bitch probed me.
Zorgon.
Zorgon probed me. You son of a. I will find you. I will take you down. They do donkey racing at Butlins.
Oh, gosh, man. Donkey rides. Yeah.
Donkey rides. I don't know if we want to have donkey rides after the last one.
As long as it's not a donkey show, we're fine.
I don't know. You can't have a show without a ride.
Well, their website says they have big weekenders.
Well, whose big weekender is it?
I don't know, but it sounds intriguing.
Big weekenders.
Mm-hmm.
They have old celebrities or old pop artists, come to Butlins and entertain people, and your kids can do fancy dress and face painting and.
So we got it. I think we got enough there. So we got a ghost story. Butlins a holiday. It's a holiday camp in Sellafield, and it's we're going to throw in a nudist colony, maybe some donkey rides, and
that's the adult Butlins hours. That's the adult section of Butlins. No kids allowed.
Yeah. So, but it's going to be some big weekenders.
Mm-hmm.
Big weekenders.
Big weekenders.
Maybe a nudist colony goes to Butlins to celebrate their group anniversary.
And runs into a ghost story. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is weekender a euphemism for somebody's? Never mind.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, but they really call it weekenders, and I was like, okay, that's a very innocent term, and I want to.
I don't even know what a weekender is. I don't know whether it's like, we're off for the weekend, and I can, off on the pop for the weekend.
Yeah,
it's that thing that happens, and you're just walking funny the rest of the week, and you can't.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I can't. My gutter brain is going in the wrong direction with that very innocent term. Apparently, it's very innocent in the UK.
Audio coffee is trying to help me out, but in 1989 in Butlins, Wales, Jimmy James and the Vagabonds.
Oh, that would have been really good to see. Yeah, Jimmy James and the Vagabonds. Oh, hell yeah.
Butlins.
Yeah.
She said before, most of people who go in Butlins are like has-beens and people, from before.
Oh, there'll be some new donkey rides. I guarantee you. If they're showing up
There's
at
gonna be
a
some
news
donkey rides.
colony,
Major Mo.
Yeah, I wonder where I like the idea of the barbecue competition, but do they do that in the UK? Do they have barbecue?
Yeah, they do.
yeah.
Okay.
We do,
Not
but
like we
it's not
do.
as nice as
Big
yours,
tent.
I don't
Yeah.
think. It's just
There's some
any
barbecue guys I follow that
sunshine,
are from the UK.
barbecue.
Okay.
That's it. Sunshine
Okay.
for a day, barbecue, and get burnt. That's the
Okay.
Brit way.
Yes, that is the
Hmm.
British way. I said Sellafield because I forgot how to spell. Well,
Pulfelhi.
see, you can just say that all day, and I
Pulfelhi.
just keep
Hmm.
just turning on there. All right, we'll give that a try. And Sellafield is more interesting. I imagine so.
Is it?
That's
And
what I was
people
hearing.
will be able to say it.
I can't say it. Damn.
No, I can't say it.
I
Or
can't say it.
Sellafield.
No, the other one.
Yes, as I said, you Sellafield, and don't worry about Pulfelhi.
See, he just all over it. I just can't do it. Just can't do it.
Can't even make an attempt.
What
I
in
could
the-
teach you, man.
I know. I would totally do the immersion thing, but I had to show you guys this because I found a younger ball storm.
Yeah.
There's two.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty damn awesome. So here's a younger one.
What are you doing? Stand and rub. I'm a little naughty. Your vegetables. I'd rather eat my own spoon. Bread. I want fresh bread from out. These aren't bad if I was a size boat. Candle of the day. Is it a good deal? I have no idea what a good honey deal is. It's local. It's right here. It's fairly local. I mean, I'm looking at it. Do we need these? Are they on the list for shit peppers? Ah! I'm more stuck in the book. The only good beans are jelly beans. Out of everyone you know is coming over?
They're tender. I just cut them up like that and put a little tiny breadcrumb in.
You write this down? I got value nachos, whatever that means. They're from like Monday's game. I'm nothing about football other than I would dominate. I have a rule, they just win. I can win the national championship right now. Turn the bear shit, there it is. Avoid the shit. ATS, avoid the shit. Where are we going? Where are we going?
All right, let's go.
The bread hand obviously means do whatever you want. Smell this.
It's on sale.
It should be.
Oh, you look great.
Rate's a little strong. That guy is such a lemon bag. We gotta get that going. Restaurant style. Where you got a tip after you go? Look, I'm a fall list. Spring, summer, winter, I'm good, but fall on the list. Nola for $10. No, thanks. I'll make my own.
Will you?
No. All right. Look it up.
Is that like totally ball storm?
Well, Diva.
I don't know about that. This guy's his dad jokes are on they are on point
Yeah,
for sure.
Wait, you say ball storms aren't on point.
He doesn't really do he doesn't do dad jokes, and he's not normally that sharp-witted. No, I don't mean it like
that's usually
that.
my shtick.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean he's more
he's more like this.
Hi, I'm Robert Lee. I own Coleman Liquidation. I sell mobile homes. I'm not going to waste your time. I'm going to tell it just like it is. These are mobile homes, not mansions. They come in two pieces. If that's what you're looking for, that's what I got. They're used. Some of them have stains. We cover that up. She decorates them. She sells them. These guys help me move them. A bouncer in Birmingham hit me in the face with a crescent wrench 5 times. And my wife's boyfriend broke my jaw with a fence post. So if you don't buy a trailer from me, it ain't gonna hurt my feelings. So come on down to Coleman Liquidation and get yourself a home, or don't. I don't care.
Yep. That's more like Volstorm right there. That's more like
Wait,
him.
I want to go back to the my wife's boyfriend part.
Yeah, that's funny.
The wild boyfriend.
My wife's boyfriend
My
done beat
wife's
me in the face with a fence post. Like, wait, your wife has a boy? You know what, dude? I don't tell you what you do in your spare time, but you might want to broadcast that.
Should have been ex-wife's boyfriend hit me.
Oh,
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy indeed.
I did find one of expert White Rabbit.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
It's disappointing, just so you know. Very disappointing.
I didn't think they let that get out. That's accurate. That's accurate.
That's just supposed to be mowing the lawn.
Shake of the head, like, you know.
No, that's you're not supposed to be doing that.
What are you doing? She stands there.
And of course, not to throw shade on anybody, but I did run into Kaiser's wife here.
Oh God.
And has his dog here.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
And now you know why we don't have a dog anymore.
The dog is just like
Poor pup.
That's pretty accurate for whenever we need to trim the kids' nails.
And of course, because Welsh lady likes to go for drives. She loves to go for long drives. And whenever she's really bored, just notice the look on her face. And this is in kilometers per hour, okay? Just because you don't do this kind of speed in the US. Okay.
Okay, I'm good.
She looked totally chill. Like she was
did.
enjoying it. Yeah.
Just like, I got this.
He looked puckered.
Speed.
Well, I mean, at that speed, if you're not puckered, you're not doing it right. That's
Yeah.
for sure, land speed.
And this is an actual scene a little bit later on, right here.
Sweet driving.
That's pretty good driving.
It's good driving.
That's impressive, like Formula One level.
If you're not breaking land speed records getting to your destination, then what are you doing?
That's really impressive.
That's a clean driving right
Watch out for her driving.
Holy
Nope.
cow. The way he gets it inside of the car.
Bye-bye.
Oh, they're
You
catching
can't
up.
catch me. You can't catch me. You can't catch
Yeah.
me.
Chase me,
you
chase
can't catch
me.
Oh, oh, you think you're gonna get close? Nope. Bye. Ludicrous speed, go!
Just want to get some fish and chips. Guys, leave me alone.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Bravo, if you think it hard enough. Go on.
Holy cow.
I'm gonna go drive over that bridge. I was really hoping that they would reenact the Blues Brothers for a second there.
Oh my.
Move over now, Gus.
Oh.
That's pretty slick. Oh, fake out.
See what I did there?
Okay, that was pretty slick.
Doesn't matter where they're going, they're just gone.
Bye.
Oh dear.
Get on it. Get on it.
Oh, God. It's like ski electrics.
Just opening that door up.
Where is this?
Well, it's definitely not the U.S. We don't have
No.
that many roundabouts.
Oh, yeah. Over the
Oh.
Zip. Right on through.
Whoa.
How's that? I tried.
They going them after with an F-14? What are they doing there?
Go!
You gonna try and maneuver me? Come on. Enough. Oh, two of them now, eh? I know you do it. We go. Slowing down. Get my way.
Go!
Almost had me, they did. Almost had me.
I mean, this is like
This is good. I'm actually rooting for this guy.
Hey, it's me. What do you mean, gay? I'm driving.
Well,
It's a universally It's a universal term.
My guy. My G.
Yeah, you think a guy can drive like this?
Well, if it was, he'd probably be gone. He'd probably be done by now.
Oh, I've gone.
Right into the store.
On the lamb.
Holy
cow.
Wasted. Wow.
And I am brilliant driver.
You are such a brilliant driver.
Yeah, that's really darn good.
Have you ever thought of trying for IndyCar?
Yeah.
There's a lot of left turns, but you know.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the night. We are going to say farewell, so long, and you guys have a wonderful evening. I will see you guys Monday. What do you got going on, Kaiser? Tell us.
All right. So we got some pretty spicy news coming at you this week. There's been some developments that really shaken the industry. I can't really give too many secrets away, but just well, I got some ideas for maybe why Furiosa didn't do so well at the box office, as well as why is Hollywood having a really rough start to this particular summer box office season, as well as new information. I got a whole lot of things I'm playing close to the chest right now, keeping an eye on it there. So check it out, Kaiser Pineapple. Weekdays. Usually drop videos between 7 a.m. and usually noon if I have a multiple video day. But yeah, check out my channel every day, 7 a.m. Eastern, and you'll be getting your daily dose of the pineapple.
What do you got, Ashley, lady?
Me? Well, technically, it's 2:55 a.m. now, right? So technically, this day is my father's birthday.
Well,
So I shall be doing a special announcement for my dad's birthday tomorrow.
Nice.
Because I'd like to do more, have my chat interact more, and any special occasions and things like that. I've got some more. I've got some more of those. We've got another part to our book that we have to read, and also doing this another one with short stories, so a bit more shortened down, some 3 little stories. But one is bit of a new thing. One story brought in by one of our subs, so they emailed me the story that they wanted to tell, and I'm going to read their story for them. So just to keep them interacting, and you know, the channel's made for them. It's made to me, you know, just to make you smile, and some folklore as well we got coming up as well, some Welsh folklore, and yeah, there's a few things going on there, but I shall be doing that starting tomorrow.
Nice. And you, Diva, what do you and the man Volstorm have coming up? Anything?
You know how we are. We just kind of, you know, we do whatever.
You just
whenever.
get greedy, man. You just stay away from the probing and just do your thing.
Well, maybe there's a lot more probing that happens, and that's why it's not content, you know.
Yeah, can't show that on the YouTube.
You can't
It's
show
not
that on the
friendly. It's you gotta keep it YouTube friendly. And of course, you know, I do my morning streams, and I'm actually going to be shortening those down just a little bit so I can get a little bit more in shape, and so I'll be doing a little bit shorter streams, and I'm gonna start pumping iron. Usually, you know, they don't like the needles. Doing that is never good. Arnold told me that would be bad, so no pumping the iron that way. So I will actually be more exercise. I'm taking my mornings and making them just a little bit shorter in the morning so I can get a good workout in before I start my day of work. And of course, I do my evenings, and then I show up evenings on random streams, sometimes on MGs, sometimes other places.
Mm.
It's so good to see all of you guys. Thank you so much for
And
coming
you.
by. And we'll give you the short outro, and we'll see you guys very soon. Peace, y'all.
Bye.
So gather round, let the stories begin. In the realm of Sunday spice, where joy always wins when she's in waste, not leading the way. We'll laugh and we'll smile for night and day. Sunday spice, the show of delight, written by the AI and all the voices that at night. From dictionary diva to